Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Nelson kicks to Arthur. Count that one.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Out to the right wing. Warren the pass to Morris. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Stolen by Warren. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's tipped. Smith against Nelson. In the corner, Thornton with it. To the inside, here's Morris. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Morris has got the game tied up here for Phoenix. So it's Denver now. Now, here is Nelson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, he picked his spots in that game, too, Kevin, because I thought he not only did a nice job scoring, but setting up his teammates as well.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gallinari, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Boy, a pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
Well, that's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
The shot, no good. And here comes Nelson. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Off with the layup. And so far it's been a closely contested substitution here for Denver. Nurkic checked in for Hickson. Kenneth Faried comes in for Laverne. Randy Foy, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Jameer Nelson. Chandler and Faried are at the forward spots. Lawson out there with Foy. And it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Well, Denver in the post-Melo years has been a collection of good players, but you always have to wonder if they'll have a low ceiling because this team does not have a so-called superstar.
At that point, Denver has done well without what most would call a superstar, but obviously that takes its toll come playoff time.
It really does. I mean, you need somebody that you can really rely on as your go-to guy, the one who gets it done for you in the clutch. They haven't quite established that player, and yet they're still competitive.
Make some noise, Denver. Your Nuggets dancers.
Smith against Lawson. True on the 14-footer. Lawson's got 8. Here's Smith. He's got 5. And Tucker has it in the corner. Back to Smith from beyond the arc. Good. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
That one goes. Count it.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Denver.
And the Suns training staff renowned around the league for their ability to keep players healthy. They're at the forefront, biomechanics and all that new school stuff. The results have been terrific. It's called preventative maintenance.
Faried dishes. Shot clock at 6. Floats one. Morris with the rebound. And when you ask people in the Suns organization about the training staff, Steve, they say they really hold players accountable. And that's the key in many people's minds.
Well, I was there with them, Kevin, as general manager for several years, and that staff is as good as any. And there's no doubt. I mean, if there's no commitment from the players to their conditioning and their training, it doesn't matter how good the training staff is, it's not going to work.
Green kicks to Morris. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Denver in the lead. Lawson the pass to Fareed. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And that one's good. Fareed's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
That's a 2 from Smith. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Lawson against Smith. No good from Lawson. Phoenix has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Denver shooting very well. 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. That doesn't go either for Lawson.
Now, normally that's a shot people make, but that's not really his bread and butter there.
That puts them in the lead.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Kicks to Gallinari. Lets a floater go. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Green. And it's Denver with the rebound. Fareed's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Foy with it. Now Green defending. Looking to get back on track here. And there's Gallinari on the assist by 4. Gallinari's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets. 16 seconds left in the first half. Now Smith. 15 points in the game. Good if it goes. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
That's a nice way to end the half. The big 3 to take the lead as we go to the break.
And we're through 2 here in a good one. Suns lead by 3. And now we'll send it down to Dor.
Yes, guys, I've got Jameer Nelson. And Jameer, what's going to be the focus?
All right, fellas, still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half. If there's something I'd like to see us do as well in the second half as we did in the first, it's get.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Just out.
Here for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Nurkic. Arthur comes in for Kenneth Fareed. Martin's checked in for Randy Foy. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Ty Lawson. And the Suns here with a different look. Warren's checked in for Wright. Granger comes in for Markieff Morris. Morris is checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Thornton in for Green. On the court for the Suns, we've got Thornton. Warren is out there with Danny Granger. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Morris in at the 3. And Doris. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, Gerald Green was the 18th pick back in 2005, but remember, he fell out of the league for a while, saying, quote, "I took things for granted. I didn't know how to be a pro, but I've learned from my mistakes. I understand now this is not a hobby, this is a job. Now I'm a better professional, a much better player, and I'm all about..."
Backstory, Doris. Nice story. Thank you. They set the pick. Barton dishes to Hickson. Passes it to Barton. A baseline J. That is good. Barton's got 6 in the quarter. Here's Smith. He's got 18. Dishes to Morris. And here is Warren. Feeds to Smith. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Morris kicks to Smith. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Smith's got 20 points. Here's Nelson. He's got 5. Well, the Morris twins, Markeith and Marcus, drafted back-to-back with the last 2 picks of the lottery back in 2011 out of the University of Kansas. Steve, 13th and 14th overall.
Well, like a lot of twins, Kevin, they are extremely close. They live together. They even have the same tattoos. They were both thrilled when they were reunited with the Suns, and it showed on the court. They both played very well.
Warren, the pass to Smith. From outside, off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 5. Chandler right side. It's stolen by Morris. The drive by Smith. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Thornton, a 6'4" guard, but you'll never confuse him for a point guard. A volume shooter from the moment he takes the floor. He's looking to put points up in a hurry, and he can do just that.
And Thornton, a streaky shooter from long range, but never shy from out there. I mean, for his career, almost half of his shot attempts have come from three-point territory.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Laverne, he's checked in for Arthur. And it's Gallinari in for Wilson Chandler. Barton dishes to Nelson. He kicks it to Hickson. From outside the arc. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Hickson. Gallinari's got 10 points. And you could accuse Marcus Thornton of tunnel vision offensively. But one thing you like, he doesn't turn the ball over.
And for his size, Kevin, he's a really crafty finisher around the rim. I like to focus on what guys do. He's a scorer. He takes good care of the ball. Let's not worry about what he doesn't do. You got him there for that reason, and he produces in that way.
Knocked away. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Right now, let's check out the teams with the best free throw percentage. The Suns 5th.
And that's why this is an aggressive team, guys. They want to get to the rim because with that shooting percentage, why wouldn't you want to shoot free throws?
Green against Gallinari. 5 to shoot. Shoots from the line.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Suns trail by 3. Smith outside. To tie. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. This shooting has been off the charts.
Nelson against Smith. Nelson kicks to Hickson. Here's Barton. It's hauled in by the Suns. Morris has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Smith drives in. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Smith hits them both.
An impressive game for him from the free throw line. Not his strong suit, but he's making them count tonight.
Nelson against Smith. Nelson kicks to Gallinari. Looking to end the run. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take.
In a moment now to check out our State Farm assist to the game. And what a pass it was by for the Nuggets. Arthur comes in for Gallinari. And Wilson Chandler subbed in for Randy Foy. Morris is checked in for Phoenix. Wilson Chandler out there with Lawson. Then it's Arthur. Then there's Kenneth Fareed. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Eric Bledsoe is still on the come as a playmaker and shooter, but because of his great physical gifts, he is certainly a rising star in the NBA.
And Steve Bledsoe, 6'1", with blinding athleticism, and he's an aggressive defender.
Yeah, he's a guy who applies a lot of pressure on the ball. He attacks the glass offensively. He's given us some highlight reel blocks, too. I mean, this young guy is explosive.
Randy Foy, he's checked in for Denver. And then for Phoenix, Wright comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Smith subbed in for Gerald Green. Nurkic, the pass to Fareed. There's the pick. Lawson outside. Can't get it to go. Smith with the defensive effort.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against the Boston Celtics. Pass to Lawson. Fareed, a screen on Bledsoe. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Ty Lawson.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Phoenix making some changes. P.J. Tucker comes in for Morris, and Smith subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Phoenix leading by 3. Smith outside. From 8. That drops. Smith's got 30 points.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Foy dishes to Fareed. Baseline try. No good off the front iron.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
And Tucker kicks to Smith. Trying his luck deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Phoenix has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Launches a 3, and he gets the bucket. And it's an 8-point Suns lead.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
The dish to Foy. A 3-ball. And Wright pulls it down. Wright's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebounds.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
Smith against Lawson. Chandler goes in. Shot to stop the run, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Morris. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And Phoenix making a change here. Thornton's checked in. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix?
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
The try by Smith. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That is on Ty Lawson.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up. And now Doris has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop fighting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
Here's Smith. Right, the pass to Smith. And he uses the glass on the layup. Smith's got 38 points.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
And Lawson, here we go. And that one's good.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Green dishes to Smith. Misses the 3. The Nuggets trail by 7.
Time is definitely not on their side at this point.
Yeah, they need a quick bucket.
Kept alive. Nurkic. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you've got a chance to close the gap, you've got to do it.
And Smith gets double teamed. And he overshot that one, missing. Denver's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. And the crowd roaring to life.
That was a huge shot. And they're just about dancing in the aisles now.
What an eruption in this building. Boy, he's been locked in. Anytime he's gotten an even halfway decent look, he's knocked it down.
And I think they'd be staring at a big deficit if they hadn't gotten the lights-out shooting he's given them.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
Phoenix has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Big time bucket inside. He had to get that one over the top, and he did.
And in the face of a defender who was towering over him, too.
And Lawson with the drive. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Ty Lawson getting it done, one after the other.
Danny Granger, he's checked in for the Suns.
In a crucial spot, he is always... They do have a foul to give here.
Yeah, you might see them use that at some point. I would.
Lawson kicks to Fareed. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here.
At the line for 2.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And he commits the intentional foul.
Smart foul there. You've got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Now Lawson lets it go with the 3. Nails it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
I'll tell you what, the first half may have been a little slow, but both clubs really picking up the intensity here in the second.
Out